Oh, Black Arachnia has left me. I don't know what I'll do. Ooh, who's that? My, it looks like a Predacon. I must go after her. Ah, hello there. My name is Megatron, and you're going to join the Predacons. Yes, I have pamphlets, flyers, benefits package, vacation, sick time, sick leave. You name it. Oh, no, you haven't heard my whole spiel. Ah, you get these insurance plans, but you're not able to use them, yes. Vacation is all for me, yes. You get many benefits which go to me, yes. You're the sole property of me, Megatron, yes. When I retrieve the golden discs and get my reward for controlling all of the universe, I get all the credit. I can do what with you, when I want with you, how I want to you. Yes. Now, will you join the Predacons? Hello there, welcome to Geek Central Station, where the awesome just keeps on chugging. My name is John, and today is another exciting Retro Monday. This time featuring a valiant Maximal Fusor from the Beast Wars. It's Silverbolt. We got him starting off in Beast Mode. Now this guy is pretty awesome. Let me just go ahead and show off the fact that he has a lot of nice detailing. A lot of nice paintwork. Oh my goodness. You can see right there. All that nice gold. Or more like bronze. On the wings. All the fur on the back. And all the detailing is sculpted in for the fur. It looks really nice. Now the tail. That's all kind of pearlescent looking, and it's even on the legs, which they're legs in both modes technically. So yeah, there you go. And also one little tidbit. Let me go ahead and zoom it in here. He's got bones. You can see it. It looks awesome. Alrighty. One cool thing about this guy is he has a missile gimmick like he did in the show, where he could fire these missiles as feathers from his wings. Now let me go ahead and demonstrate that without losing the things. You just see it there. It flew right across the room. I will get those later. Those come in handy later for the robot mode. Now let me just show you the posability of this guy. He can claw at you for making fun of his Maximal Brethren or Black Arachnia, etc., etc. Can also move the back legs here. Not much in this mode because you kind of want him to just stand there, pretend he's flying maybe. The wings do move for both modes. Mostly up. It's kind of hard to get them to move down. This one only does because of how it's molded on the joint. This one takes a lot of force, and I don't feel like breaking my 15 or 16-year-old toy. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and show some comparisons. First up, we have Wasbanator. The original Wasbanator. His bug mode. I'd say it is. It's a pretty big wasp. Wouldn't want to get stung by that. Alrighty, get a good size feel for it there. They're about the same lengthwise. Silverbolt obviously has the wingspan on him. Well, actually, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Yep, Silverbolt does have him on the wingspan. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And we got a more modern toy here, another flyer. You got Ripped Claw, which may or may not be later this week. Stay tuned to find out. I don't know why I'm checking for wingspan. Yeah, Silverbolt still wings on wingspan. That's pretty cool. Right on, right on. And then we got a more vehicular, more mechanical dude, a Jet Viacon. Not too bad. That is a really big wolf eagle thing, if I must say so myself. Alrighty. Move that over, and let's go ahead and get right into the transformation. What you're going to want to do is just fold up the wings right there, and then go ahead and straighten out what will be the legs. And then, let me zoom in here so you can see this. You'll want to grab right here and pull. It's real easy to pull on this side because of the way the legs have to tab in later. Because this has a peg, this is a hole on this side, it tabs out real easy. This one takes a little more force since it's a peg going into a hole rather than the other way around. See, it takes a little bit of force. There we go. You want to make sure you're bending this joint, not this one, because the peg is connected to this piece, not that piece. So then you just go ahead and bring it down. You don't want to clip those together yet. And then take the head right here, about where here where it looks unpainted, just grab it, you pull this whole thing down. You want the head to rest within the crotch, unfortunately, but it is an accurate transformation. Alright, and then you go ahead and roll the head out here. One thing I'd like to note that I noticed, he's got a spot on the back of his head where it looks like they might have put some light piping but didn't. Probably to the betterment of this figure, as the painting on the eyes looks a lot better than any light piping would have done. You bring this up, and it's a little off there, so you just shove the head piece down until that all lines up right there, and then you go ahead and peg that all together, and then there's this hole, and these two come together to make a peg, and you just bring that down until it's all flush and all that stuff. And the arms are back here. What you're going to maybe want to do first is just rotate those. You don't have to, that can be done later. The important thing, move the camera up, the important thing is to grab this butt here and split it. There you go. And it's kind of friction clipped in there, the two swivel joints. So you just take those two halves, the whole assembly, you grab them and pull out and out. And back here is his rub sign. Let me see if I can get it to work. As a kid, I didn't like these because I never really got them to work that well. Yeah, no, I didn't do anything. If anybody can tell me why, if it somehow broke, please let me know. I'd like to know. There's one thing that bugged me in the 90s. Okay. And you just go ahead and rotate this up, and there's a peg right there, goes in that hole, vice versa. You got the peg and you got the hole right in there, and then you can just go ahead, take the feet, make them flat, just grab him by his shins and just kind of stand him up and straighten them until you get the right stance. Well, see, the back part is a little odd because his heel is just this one claw, and you're going to want to have it bent a little in more than you'd think in order to maintain his straight up and down stance. And then you can position the wings however you want. That's kind of how I would put them right there. So you have Silverbolt here in his robot mode. As an amendment to my idiocracy, you can actually do this with the feet to pose him. Ignore what I say in the review about pushing that back claw down or whatnot. That's actually how you should have it. Way more stable. You can virtually smack me now. Now the details of this guy are very good. He is very accurate to the show CG model. It's so cool because he has these little hinges parts that are actually on his robot in the show, and he's got all of this and this part, and his dog legs are hanging off the arm, and his wings are right here. Well, unfortunately he hangs them more on the back of him than up here like how I have it, but that's the limitations of the toy, which is unfortunate. That's one thing I'd love to do, is be able to have his wings go behind him, but it just doesn't work. So I can't. He's permanently flying while walking. Means he's gliding. Possibly. Alrighty, and like I said, those wings, those feathers come in handy in robot mode. You can stick the ends of them. They're just big enough for this hole, which I think is a 3mm hole, if I'm not mistaken. You just plug it right in there. And now he's got his spoons, so he can cook. TFW people, we better get that reference. Alrighty, so those are cool. I think he either used those as swords or just threw them like grenades at people. Just chuck right at you. And the head sculpt is pretty good. I think a little off from the show, but still very, very nice. Kind of reminds me of Batman. Is this our Transformers Batman? That's what I'm calling him. So yeah, he can still do the missile gimmick in robot mode. Let's see how this goes. Ah, they might launch off into the next universe. Okay, straighten them out. Pull this thing. There you go. They launch. And they are gone. Alrighty. So the posability of this guy, he's got shoulders, which would rotate all the way if it weren't for the wing. It can go out because the ball joint, and you got the elbow here, which gives some bicep rotation, technically, because the ball joint. So he's got all that. His head spins all the way around, but it's a little tough to get around. Actually, is something hitting? Actually, something is hitting. So it can only go a little bit left and right, unfortunately. No! I want my 360-degree head. No waist articulation because of the way it transforms. Aw, man. Okay. And you have the knee, which also goes the other way. My dad did that one time. Ah, pretty. And then these are all adjustable. I was having some issues with the heels here. I have to get them like that. Kind of irritating for today. Well, let's go ahead and compare him to the same guys we compared him to before. Let me just zoom out. You got Waspinator right here. Waspinator is shorter. Kind of creepingly so. We're looking over his shoulder. I know what you do, Waspinator. You blow up all the time. It's true, it's true! Alright, you're out of here. Next we have Ripclaw. With her odd head. Silverbolt is taller. Okay, knock it off, you two. Alright. You have the Viacon. Oh, it's not standing straight. There we go. Silverbolt is still taller. Okay. One more time, Silverbolt, and you're going in the dog pound. You heard me. You're in trouble, mister. After this review, it's the dog pound for you. Alrighty. There you go. And we'll go ahead and transform him back into beast mode. What you're going to do is make sure the wings are folded up. If that detaches, let it. It doesn't matter. Fold up the arms. That hinge might give you little issues. Do the same thing over here. Flatten that all out. Separate that. Bring that down. Bring the head down. That joint is kind of tight. Bring this up. Fold that flat back. And then you want to unpeg that assembly and then take the whole thing. Bring the wing straight. Make sure that that is up like that so that these hinges can get over there. And something I need to zoom in for. See that little part right there? And you got the big brown hinge. That has to go over that little friction hold. And it holds quite well on both sides. And you plug that together. The back section is done. And then you have this part here, which is a tad bit trickier. This side pegs in just fine. Swing up like that and it's in. This side gives me issues because, again, it's the peg going into the hole rather than the hole going into the peg. There we go, just enough force and you got it. You go ahead and straighten out the wings. And you can fold these like that, position these however so, to get him all standing. And then when you have the missiles, put them back in the wings. They have flown off to the unknown universe. We're going to have the doctor go find them. So here you go. And you have Silverbolt back in his beast mode. And I have to say the transformation back into beast mode is... it feels like it goes faster than robot mode does. Either way, both transformations feel great. Overall, he's just fantastic. I love the character of this guy in the show, and to now finally have him in my collection. I know, surprisingly, I didn't have him when I was a kid, but I recently got him sealed in the package, because all toys must be free. So I liberated a 15 or 16-year-old toy. I feel awesome. So now I get to enjoy it. And now you all get to see me enjoy it. How about that for living vicariously through me? Alrighty. So that is it for Silverbolt. Stay tuned for this week's Primetime Thursday and for next week's Retro Monday here on Geek Central Station and on the Home Atomics Network. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching and have a fantastic day. Am I giving too much of a hard shell? Home Atomics!